scheduling conflict that he's getting off to, so we got Associate Head Coach Michael Swartz in here. And Coach, why don't you start us off with the opening statement?
Okay, aside from the result, obviously we're pleased with that. I think some of the things as a staff that we were happy with tonight was first half defensive effort. The fact that we made an emphasis to throw the ball on the inside, get the ball to our post players in the first half as well as the second half, so we felt good about that we executed that. And experience for the new guys. I think that was big for our team to get experience, some of our freshmen, some of our transfers, and obviously the returning guys, now sophomores that played as freshmen, got a chance to get good experience tonight. On the flip side of it, areas that as we evaluate this film and look at, obviously without saying the free throws is some area we got to get better in and we'll continue to work at. Looking at, we only had 9 offensive rebounds, another area that we would like in a game like this to be able to be a little bit more presence on the glass. And then we didn't have the same second half defensive effort as we did in the first half. So those are areas that we'll hopefully improve on as we move forward.
Questions?
Yeah, Coach, like you said, you wanted your team to press more on the glass, but you were playing with a limited bench and you have 4 guys to your expense. Will that carry on in the season, or we have a little more depth as the season? So.
We hope we're going to have more depth, and we see that in the near future, having more depth. Obviously, it's a long preseason, and a year ago on Friday we were playing Irvine, so the season was shrunk by a little bit, which means the preseason was a little bit longer, and we just got nicked up in about the last week to 10 days or so. So we didn't have our full roster out there tonight, but hopefully our depth will be better as the season goes forward.
Coach, you have four guys in double digits tonight. How big is that confidence-wise going into the next week's game?
I think that's always big. That's been something that last year we established, that we were able to have multiple guys in double figures, and I think a few games we had even 5 and maybe even 6 one time. So I think that's been a strength of this team. When we can have 3, 4 guys and sometimes even 5 out there that are capable and threats on offense, that really helps the offensive flow. And as a coaching staff, that's something we want. We want our guys to share the basketball and give opportunities all the way around.
Obviously, you guys did a good job of limiting. And were you satisfied with the defensive performance, or do you feel you guys could still improve?
Yeah, we can absolutely get better. They played really hard. They're a hard-playing team. They got multiple guys out there that can shoot. It's a little bit of a unique matchup when a lot of times it's 5 almost guards out there at one time in terms of drivers and shooters. So they can cause mismatches out there. But first half effort, well, we were more pleased with. The second half, not as much, as they got comfortable and we gave up some open shots and they started making in the second half. So we'll continue to improve on that. But overall, we're pleased with our first defensive effort.
Coach, Terrell picked up some fouls down low. What's he got to learn with controlling his body down there?
Terrell's a high emotion, high energy player, and when we play physical players, we always say to our guys in the locker room, Coach Terry will say it consistently, we want a guy that does that. We want a guy that throws his body around, that ain't afraid to play physical. So he's come in and done that, and it's much easier to step off the gas than it is to ask him to push on the gas and get a guy to play that way. So we're okay with the way he's playing. He's got to be smarter. He's coming from, in high school, maybe they weren't as meticulous with refereeing that part of the game, and he was always the biggest guy out there, but there's a point of emphasis for post players to be clean, and he'll learn that as long as all our post guys, but we want him to continue to play with energy, high emotion, and physicality, so we were okay with that, just got to be a little smarter about it.
Marvell and Paul picked up right where they left off, leading the team in scoring. So what have they worked on in the offseason to really improve?
Coach wanted me to work on losing a couple of pounds, getting lighter on my feet, and being a knockdown shooter.
And Paul, and they both did. Marvell and Paul really put a lot of time in this summer. As Marvell said, he put a lot of time to really get in elite shape and get his body in elite shape and feel like where he could play the minutes. He's one of the returning minutes guys in the Mountain West coming back, so he knows he's got to be out there. He's got to be out there at a high level the whole time. So he's worked on that, and Paul really dedicated himself all summer to just improving his game, really having the opportunity to play on the perimeter a little bit more. Not that he won't play where he played last year at the 4 for us, but he really did a good job improving on his ball skills and continue to obviously work on shooting the ball. The biggest thing is defending on the perimeter, and hopefully he's making those strides.
Marvell, did you feel like all that hard work in the offseason has paid off? And I know it's just the first game, but
yeah, a little bit, but we still got a lot more work to do, like Coach said. Free throws, we got to just step up to the line and make those, and just sitting down and guarding on defense, not taking any plays off, just because we feel like we can get away with it playing. But just being more focused, more into the game.
Karachi, you were really physical down inside. How did you feel in the post today?
You know, I felt my game was improving, and the people around me, like my teammates, just having faith in me and doing what I do.
And Marvell and Karachi, what are some things that maybe you guys want to get out of this game? Did you guys feel like you guys did that?
Just getting a feel for playing in a live game together. We had a scrimmage, I think, a week or two ago, and just getting up and down the court for a full 40 minutes and seeing what it's like to play with each other in a real elite game.
I mean, I just wanted to play with I just got back from my knee injury. I just felt like playing with the freshmen and the newcomers, so that's what I was play with.
Your knee looked pretty good on those two dunks. One called offensive fouls. What did you feel going up for those two plays that got the crowd going?
Bale set me up for one, and I think Paul set me up for the other one, so I mean, it felt really good.
Any other questions for the guys?